Okay, this next lesson is on some of the measures of the center, commonly known as mean, median, mode. Mean can also be called the average. So going through them one at a time, the mode, which is your most frequent number. It's not a very accurate measure of the center of the data, where all the data is spread out and you're kind of looking for the middle of it. Mode is not a very accurate one, but it can help tell you some things about your data, and it in particular tells you which one is most frequent. The mean, also known as the average, it has a couple of formulas that work with it. The first thing is you want to determine whether it's a population or if it's a sample that it came from. And if it's a population, mean is denoted by the Greek letter mu. If it's a sample, it's an X with a little bar on top of it. So you have two different formulas. They can also be written for mu as well. Same formulas. But the two different formulas depend on whether you used a frequency table or not. And basically what they both are saying is add up everything you have and divide by how many things there were. If you have a frequency table, you're going to use the formula that has the F in it. If it doesn't have a frequency table, you just had some numbers you just added up, you're going to use a formula that did not have the F in it. It's very simple. If it has an F, frequency table. No F, no frequency table. The third type of measure of the center is called the median, and that's the middle term. Okay, it's also known as the letter Q2. Q2 for the second quartile, and we'll get to quartiles in a later video, but basically it means it's 50%, second quarter of the data. Okay, where the middle of the data is. Where's that middle 50%? Second quarter is the middle 50%, hence the Q2. And the formula figured it out, and the formula actually tells you not what the value is, but where it is. It's the term number that you'll get. It's the n plus 1 divided by 2th term. So it could be the 5th term or the 8th term is your middle term. So let's take, for example, here. I have 8 numbers. Okay. Now these numbers are not in order from lowest to highest, so that's the first thing I probably should do. So I'm going to go 2, then I add another 2, then I add a 3, 2, 2, I had a 3, I had a 4, I have 2 5s, I had a 6, and I got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, I had 8 numbers, perfect. Okay, so if I want to do my mode, most frequent number, actually there's 2 modes. I have a 2, 2 2s, and I got 2 5s. So I have 2 modes called bimodal. If I want to do, well, I might as well do my median next, my Q2, n plus 1 divided by 2th term. So if you hear a little noise right now, that's my dog just crawling around underneath me here. N plus 1 divided by 2th term. There are 8 terms, so 8 plus 1 divided by 2th term is 9 divided by 2, 4.5th term. Which means it's right between the 4th and the 5th term, which counting along 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right between the 4th and the 5th term is right in the middle of this, which actually by coincidence is the number 4.5, and that's just strictly coincidence. Okay, because the 4th term was 4, the 5th term was a 5, and right between them would be number 4.5. The mean, now I have no frequency table. These are just random numbers, or not random, just numbers kind of in a line. I can just add them up. So I don't need to use a frequency formula. X bar equals summation of x divided by n. Add up the numbers you have. So 4, 7, 11, 16, 21, 27, 35 divided by 8. Okay, so 35 divided by 8. 35 divided by 8 equals 4.375. So I have a modes of 2 and 5. I have a median of 4.5, and my mean, my average, was 4.375. I used this formula because I did not have a frequency table. Second example does have a frequency table. My numbers, I had a whole bunch of numbers, but I've organized them from 1 to 10. I said how many number 1s I had, how many number 2s I had, how many number 3s I had, and so on, how many number 10s I had. So if I want to start doing this, Let's start with my mode again. Most frequent one. Most frequent one at the highest frequency. 8 is the highest frequency, and its number was 7. So my mode is 7. My median. Well, you know what? I don't know how many numbers there are, so I can't figure out the formula yet. Q2 equals n plus 1 divided by 2th term. I don't know what my n is. I don't know how many terms I had. So let's add them up. Let's do a summation. I have 8, 10, 11, 15, 21, 29, 31. 31 and 7 is 38. So I had 38 terms. So 38 plus 1 divided by 2. So that's 39, which is 19.5th term. 19.5th term. So sometimes it helps to do a cumulative frequency. And you want to start adding up 3, add the new number on 8, 10, add the new number on 11, add the new number on 15, add the new number on 21. Okay, so 21 is past 19.5. I can stop right there. And this 19.5th term, so that means it's right between the 19th term and the 20th term. Well, the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st terms are all the number 6. So both the 19th term and the 20th term are both number 6s, and right between them will also be the number 6. So Q2 is the number 6. Now when it comes to my mean, x bar, I have a frequency table. So summation of xf over summation of f. Okay, so let's do the summation. We need to figure out x and f. So I can set up another column, xf. And that's where I'm going to multiply my x and f's together. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. Then I have 6. Then I have 4. Then I have 20. Then I have 36. 56. 16. 27. 40. Okay, so I just did my x and f. Now I need to sum them up. That's what the formula tells me to do. So I'll sum them all up. Add them all up. So I have 13 plus, and keep adding, and I got 218. I had my sum of f, which was in the bottom, so that's 38. I already had that. So 218 divided by 38 will give me my average, which is 5.7. So I have my average of 5.7, I had my mode of 7, and my Q2 is 6. So this is an example using a frequency table which changes the formula and how I deal with things. Thank you very much.